All right, everyone. Welcome to another week, another new show. How are you guys doing today? And thank you for viewing my content and welcome to Tim's On Demand. Everybody come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Open up that door and come on in, guys, okay? Sit right there. All right. Before we get started today, guys, let me just say this. Man, I really enjoy this shirt. This shirt right here I got from St. Augustine, Florida. I was there this weekend with some friends, just hanging out. And I gotta tell you, this store has all the antique. If you guys ever come to the town center where they have historic restaurants and everything, please check out St. Augustine Historics. It's very, very nice. Shout out to St. Augustine. And also, I have to let you guys know that, and remind you, I got some exciting news. The exciting news is that I'm coming up with my own Fashion TV 101. That's right, guys. I'm going to have a Fashion TV 101. It calls Tim's Fashion TV 101. That's in circulation right now. It's not available, but when it does become available as my sister channel, I will definitely let you guys know, and I'll be sending a link. But right now, it's just under construction, okay? All right, so what are we talking about today, guys? We're talking about fear of failure. Fear of failure and quitting before you even get started. That's right, guys. Fear of failure and quitting before you even get started. Now, let me say this. It is natural for us to have a fear of failure, especially with our economy in 2023. And now, even before 2023, guys, it takes a special type of person to step out in faith. Now, we always talk about stepping out in faith and doing other things with our life, getting side hustles and so forth. But we as Americans and other countries as well have been programmed at the 80% or more to submit to whatever job that you have, whatever career or whatever type of income that you have, whether it be a small income or a larger income. Believe it or not, there's a lot of people who are not happy where they're at, and they want to advance their lives. Not only just money and business and careers, but also relationships, as well as wanting to get that certificate or diploma. You could do it, guys, but the only thing about it is that fear of failure, guys. That fear of failure that we all are accustomed to. Okay? And to break out of that fear of failure, there are some things that you're going to have to do, guys, okay? I can't tell you enough about believing in yourself. Of course, you already know that. That's the default. People tell you all the time, believe in yourself, believe in yourself, believe in yourself. But from my research and my personal research and study, I realized that the people that love us the most, whether it's your friends or even family members, sometimes they kind of hinder us from being the best and all that we can be. And a lot of times it's not deliberate, guys, okay? Sometimes it's just, what's the word I'm looking for? Indirect hindrance, which means that they're there for you, but because they heard from this person, that heard from that person, that nursing degree, that LPN nursing degree that you always wanted, oh, you're on a waiting list, guys, and then you got to take this test and so forth, and and I heard that most people that get those LPN licenses, they got a long waiting list, and all of this distraction and so forth. Oh, if you get if you don't pass your Series 6 license and so forth, the next time you got to pay for it, and no other company will sponsor you. All of this stuff, is just a distraction, guys. The main thing that you got to realize, and it's just something that you already know, and let me tell you this, Let me say this for a minute. A lot of time the advice that people give you that you've heard before, sometimes it has to be reinforced. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm a motivational entertainer here to reinforce that, yes, you can do it, guys. Yes, you can be what God provided for you, because I'm going to tell you a little secret. When you have this inner spark of light, this inner spark of light, guys, that's God putting a knowledge in your head that, hey, this is what you can be and this is what I claim for you to be. You just got to put it into motion, guys. You got to put it into work. That spark of light inside of you. And I'll go into details with that in a moment. So let me give you an example of people telling you that, I know this is what you want to do, but it's not going to work. Right? Guys, throughout my life, I've had a lot of failures, and I've had a lot of upcomings, and I've had a lot of blessings. And a lot of these jobs that I was successful at became careers, especially in the mortgage industry. I didn't know anything about mortgages and so forth when I first started that. But once I delved into that and, got all the certifications that I need to be a qualified mortgager, I became really good at it to the point where it was like, oh my God, I didn't even think I could do that because I come from a sales marketing background, guys, And the thing about it is that when you have this fear of failure so much that it's in the forefront of your life, you can't get to that spark that's in the back. And I'm going to explain what that spark means in a moment, okay? Let me say this. Let me give you 2 examples. Right now, I'm a brand new YouTuber. This is my 3rd week, guys. This is my 3rd week in doing this, okay? And it's thunder and lightning out there, guys, but oh well. I'm still here with you guys, right? I'm determined to get this spark out and be successful, even though it's thunder and lightning outside. But like I was saying before, this is my 3rd week, and no, I'm not editing none of this. It's just straight from the rip, straight from the heart, guys, okay? And I told you guys that from the beginning. And I'm excited because I got a goal in mind. Now, even though YouTube said that you got to have 1,000 subscribers, you have to be doing content for at least 30 days, and you got to have 4,000 watch hours, even though they got this new thing for 2023 saying that you can be partial partnership with 500 subscribers. I'm going for the gusto. I'm going for the jugular vein. As a matter of fact, my goal for right now, I'm setting a bar at getting 2,500 subscribers, 6,000 watch hours, and of course, I'm going to be here a lot longer than 30 days, trust me. God willing, I will be here for way more than 30 days, okay? We're talking about years. Yes, I have some ups and downs, but I'm still learning, and that's the beauty of this thing. Another good example is, and man, it's lightning out there. Woo! Another beautiful thing is, and I'm going to give you a good example, is, these actors and entertainers. Sylvester Stallone is a great example. Now, I'm a big fan of Denzel Washington, Will Smith, all of those guys, Sidney Poitier, all of those are great, wonderful people. But the thing I like about the story that I can relate to with Sylvester Stallone is that he really was a homeless guy, guys. In the early 70s, he took little parts here and there, but he was at the Greyhound laying on a duffel bag. 1975, he saw the Ali fight against, I forgot the guy's name. He was a white guy. and it inspired him to do a story from a blue collar perspective. And he sat there and he wrote Rocky. Had no experience in this game. You know, he had a speech impediment problem growing up. Just an everyday blue collar Joe type of guy. They looked at the script and said, okay, well, we'll give you, I think it was $60,000 at the time, which was a lot of money in 1975, or 75. And he said, no, I not only want to give you the script and want you to fund it, but I also want to play Rocky. Now, he took a big chance with that, especially during that time when he went up to do the heavy hitters, when he went up to what you call Illuminati, which is Hollywood. He convinced them because he had charisma. He had a spark inside of him called charisma, guys. Okay? And he believed in it and in his brand, and he stood on his brand. And I say that to say this, guys. You got to stand on what you believe in. You got to stand on your brand, guys, okay? You know, life can be scary, guys, out there. And when we are in the fear factor, including myself, we let that fear of failure override that spark. But how about for a change, we let that spark come to the forefront? And that spark is what you're blessed to do, your determination, your talent, your natural talent. That's all that spark is your natural talent. And the only way you're going to develop that talent and let that talent come out is that you have to take a chance, guys. You have to take that chance. There's no other way. We can hold your hand. We can cheerlead on the side and say, hey, mister, you can do it, but it's got to be up to you. You got to have that hunger and desire inside of you to bring out that spark of talent. Turn the fear into spark of light, positive. But the only way you can do that, guys, is you got to have some type of inner faith in yourself. You got to be so hungry and determined that this is what I'm going to do. I'm fighting, guys. I'm fighting. Here it is, the 12th round. I'm throwing every hand that I can. I don't care if I lose everything. You got to go for broke, guys. And that's the only way you can get the outcome that you need. And I'm going to give you one little thought before I sign out, because it's thundering like hell outside. And I want you to think about this for a second. You never work hard for nothing. I'm going to say that again. You never work hard for nothing. When your back is on the floor and all you got to do is just look up. When you're at the bottom, you're just on your way up. That's all it is. You're already at the bottom. I'm at the bottom. So all I got to look for is coming up. That's it. And that's the cool thing about this journey. And y'all know I love that word journey. That's my favorite word. It's a learning process, guys. It's so cool. It is so exciting. But you got to take that chance, guys, okay? You have to. Because like I said, people say that they'll believe in you, but those same people will deter you too as well, okay? By listening to other people. Because a lot of times, guys, people, if they can't do it themselves, they're going to try to deter you from doing it, right? Overlook the fear. Bring in the spark. Be patient, and success will come your way. I have a friend right now, and I'm not going to say this person's name. He makes almost $500,000 a year. That's gross. So I imagine he's probably taking in probably about 20 grand or more a month. And this person have insecures. Lives in a nice house that's almost paid for. I think he paid he'll be through with his mortgage at the end of 2024. And when I look at this person, I say to myself, you know, he's really not sure about himself. He doesn't have a confidence about himself like most people. But what he did do that was right was he stuck to that spark, and he developed that spark from a little bit of spark, and he made it work for him. You cannot take him off of his stone. You couldn't take him off of that. He stood his ground, and he made it work for him. He may be weak at life and communicating with people, but he stood his ground, and he made his career work for him. And that's what I'm telling you guys. We got all of this distraction, social media, and all this foolishness out here and so forth. If you're good at commenting on other stuff and entertainment and stuff, why not take that first energy and develop that spark? Just saying, just a thought. And in the future, I'm going to talk more about this. But for right now, I just want you to think about this. I want you to sleep on this. Remember what I said. This is very important. You never work hard from nothing. These are my words. You never work hard for nothing. There's always going to be a positive outcome when you strive for success. When you give it your all. Because see, the exciting part about it, the failure process, is that you learn from it and you just grow. That's it for now. Look into what you want to do. Strive for it. Put it into action. All right, guys. And with that being said, I want to thank you guys very, very much for viewing my content. And if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to this channel, hitting that like button, and also don't forget to hit the bell notification button. That way you'll know when I upload some new contents. Also, guys, be ready for when I've been kind of slacking on it, the shorts as well, the YouTube shorts, because I just got a lot going on right now. But that's okay. I'm still uploading. Also, with that being said, guys, go ahead and let yourself out the door. Go ahead and let yourself out. Go on now. And when you go to the front of the door, make sure you close it behind you real good, because I don't want no bugs or critters or flies coming in here, all right? All right, guys, thank you very, very much. And remember also, I'm not just Tim, but I'm Tim's on demand, all right? Okay, guys, thank you very much for viewing my content. Have a good afternoon, good evening, and a good night. And I'll see you on the next show. But for now, thank you, and have a good one. I'll see you the next time.